Hey, what's up, y'all? Checking in. We're I wanted to talk about today. As we wait for some people to join us. I wanted to talk about your first weld experience. I want to tell you about my first weld experience. If you got something, um, man, hit the comments. Hit the comments. Hit me with the comments of something else you want to hear about. But so my first weld experience was in high school. I was, I believe, maybe freshman or sophomore year. I was in ag mechanics. They had an ag class, agricultural class, and I was in it. I did woodworking and in middle school, got intrigued by working with things, building things. Started somewhat of a business with a friend of mine, Daryl. Um, Over the summer, we just built stuff and sold stuff, just different things, from arts and crafts to just different things that we would come up with, things that we learned in middle school in the shop class. His stepfather had a shop, and it was all go. It was all go because he had pretty much every tool we needed, and we had free reign to do what we did. And from clocks, wooden clocks, to uh, I mean, I can't really plaques to different things. So fast forward in high school, we had a class, and my instructor was Larry Rivas. Some of y'all locals might know him. Round Rock High School. Uh, he was the instructor, and he was a mountain of a man, well known, well loved in the community, there at school, and still pretty revered there. And so we I can't really I can't recall what type of machines we had. I'm sure it was probably some Lincoln, some what do you call the tombstones, or the uh, what are there's another term they use for it, but I can't remember. I wasn't that into it. Obviously, it was high school, so I was uh, I was just experiencing it, and ran some beads, learned the um, some technique, learned something about it. Had just minimal experience. It was high school. We didn't. It wasn't like it is now, where we had competitions, and you had, hey, they were pressing you into that, and let's go with it. Um, the decision was made right then, and then because today is just a different beast in everything, as far as sports, trades, those types of things. You can get in those, and you can jump in with both feet, and find a lane, and uh, find a lot going on in each of them. So again, now today they have competitions. They have different things on the weekends, and it's neat to see. But so I did those for a couple of years, in the different classes, but then ultimately after school, so that was basically it. I was into sports more so, and then later on, I guess a couple of years later, we I got the opportunity to work for a friend. His dad, he wanted to start. He was a true hustler. He wanted to start selling cattle panels because he did consignment. He had farm equipment, and he purchased a bunch of material. He rented a place, had the equipment, and I had the ability to weld, even though it was real sparse as far as my ability and my experience. And we went out there and we started, and then it was a good experience. I built cattle panels. We had a jig, and we run them. I can't recall what those welds look like. We got them done, and feeders, little water troughs, feed troughs, barbecue pits out of different things. So that was kind of my first experience as far as getting paid for welding. But again, it was one of those things that I was in a different. My mindset was different. I wanted more, and I wasn't ready to work. So that kind of faded out, and at my own volition, I just walked away from it pretty much. And so that was my first experience until it came back full circle years later. But that's my first welding experience there. So I can't remember that we built anything there in the high school. I'm sure we might have done some little trinket that I don't have anymore. But anyway, that's my first weld experience. Check it out. Thanks for checking us out. I just wanted to share that little that little moment and ask you about your welding experience, your first welding experience, first experience seeing welding, whatever the case may be. But thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know what you want to hear, what you want to see, and we'll see you on the next time. KBG Welding, serving God, burning rods.